I am Dean. That is the Madman Los. And listen, this is part motherfucking 3 of the series. The fucking series finale, motherfuckers. Listen, we have mad good films in the spot. We got Marissa and Ryan, Marissa.
Never cease to amaze with the intros.
Never cease to shut the hell up.
Best intro before that I've ever had in my entire life. I said it before. I've never been introduced this way.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Did you guys see that big ass glare? oh, there it is again. All right, so we got the creators here behind Mad Good Flicks, Mad Good everything.
Mad good everything.
Mad Good everything. So just Mad Good, you know. So let's get into the idea. Let's break down the idea. What does Mad Good stand for?
You know, we were texting one day and he said, we were talking about a movie. He's like, oh, that's a Mad Good flick. So he was just talking in New York slang. And I was like, that sounds like a production company. And then we were like, light bulb. There we go.
Yeah, we were chilling at my house one night, and to her point, we were already kind of talking about that. And I was like, you know what? Let me hit up GoDaddy. Let me search this domain real quick. And I typed in Mad Good Flicks, and it was available. So purchased that right on the spot. And so that's kind of where we're headed with our coining term per se.
Mad Good anything. Mad Good Cats is gonna be our like philanthropy. It's gonna be
a cat rescue.
Are you a cat lover? I'm guessing you're a cat lover.
Yeah. We have cat mug. We have cat reserved for the cat.
How many? Just 1 or 2?
Just one. Just a little kit.
I have one, but that bitch is locked up right now because she's a little asshole.
I see your cat tower in the back, actually.
Yeah,
I'm just peeping it now.
Yeah.
Good old time.
Out.
Panda? Yeah, Panda's a fucking mess. Panda's a fucking asshole. Her and Brown are both in their respective rooms. Everybody locked up right now.
You know what? Cats they're great companions, but they're crazy. They if there was anything on that dresser right now, he just.
See, that's
and then look at you like you're the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I don't like cats. Man. I don't like cats for that reason. But yeah. So I have
Mad Good Cats, Mad Good Flicks, Mad Good Poetry, Mad Good Photos, Mad Good anything.
Mad Good movie. Yeah. So I Mad Good clothing.
Mad Good merch.
Mad Good merch. I like that better. So I have a very interesting kind of question, and I guess that maybe you guys kind of answered this a little bit in your respective episodes, but I just wanted to get this kind of broken down. So you guys have the unison of Mad Good photography or Mad Good flicks, right? Now Ryan has Ryan Eggers photography and Marissa has MDiff photography. So it's like, how do you guys separate your respective brands but still have a joint entity?
Oh, that's a great question.
That is a good question.
Thank you. You know, I'm kind of a professional. I don't know if
y'all know.
As far as my photography goes, like I said, it's kind of like a hobby for me more so. Like he definitely takes it more serious than I do. So like my photography is kind of just like my own little side thing that I like to do for fun. But with his photography and like Mad Good, like the concept of Mad Good photos, and then also, you know, with Mad Good flicks, like he is going to be the videographer for a solid amount of projects for sure. So I guess you would have to answer that part.
Yeah. So in terms of keeping it separate, yeah, we can definitely have it separate, but there's going to be a lot of cross promotion across
Of course, it's all yours.
Platforms. So, having her MDIS photo, having my Ryan Eggers photo, that's just 2 avenues for us to cross promote Mad Good Flicks and get that name out there, more to people who are interested in
visuals.
That type of visual that we're going to be having on our website, which is, soon to come. So it's going to be more based on short films and I guess you could say more of a project-based content wave, as opposed to, hey, I just created this video, let me throw it up on Ryan Eggers' photo. So it's going to be a
little bit more of a production,
well-planned platform.
Yeah.
Okay, and some of your freelance stuff is going to be on both your photography pages and websites. Yeah,
Mad Good Flicks is definitely going to be the avenue for our film, 100%. So we both have we have the creative eye with photography, but having like an eye for video is different. And for me, not to toot my own horn, I am very good at natural dialogue and scripts. So I write scripts often, and it's not challenging for me to come up with stories. So my whole thing was, it's like, I met this woman, Bianca, 2 summers ago. I was doing set photography for a short film, or an indie film. It was a full-length film. And she said to me, she's like, if you want to make something of yourself, you have to do it yourself. She's like, you cannot rely on anybody else to do it for you. She's like, so you can write something, you can want to be an actress, you can want to do this. She's like, or you can make your own film and do it by yourself because you're capable of doing it, and that'll get you somewhere because you're in charge of it. And that was something that had always, I went home and wrote a script that day, and that was the first movie I made. And, the concept of Mad Good Flicks.
You do a lot of writing same day. You're a savage. It's like you'll get an inspiration. You're going to attack it same day.
It's got to come out, It's like got to come out. But the concept of Mad Good Flicks was definitely an avenue for us to be able to just produce our own ideas, and then also be able to take on other people's ideas, like collaborating with you on the projects as well. And anyone else who's interested, because we're capable of filming and editing. So, and we're capable of building a platform, and that's kind of the short-term goal would to be get a couple of projects done, get a platform, and start to get people interested in what we're doing, and then eventually start making more high-budget full-length films and get them in film festivals. So, we definitely have goals and stuff like that, but it's a lot of it. It all falls on us. We're not relying on other people to produce the content.
Yeah, which in terms of getting things started, it delays the process a little bit because we're working with what we have, and with photography and video equipment in general, you're looking at very expensive costs. To go and do that. So it does take a lot of patience, and definitely you have to plan out the projects on a specific needs basis. So we're definitely in the works with that right now and kind of getting things mapped out. So and I'm huge on just really honing in on attention to detail.
ATD.
And
ATD.
It's better to do things.
The detail Nazi.
It's better to do things the right way than to half-ass it and then be like, oh, I could have done it better.
I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
What happened? Do tell. What happened?
So I wrote my first film. I made it. It is filmed, but it is going to be completely scrapped and started over. Yeah. But I feel like some of the greatest people, one of my biggest inspirations is actually Mark Duplass.
Okay.
Filmmaker as well as actor. He's a phenomenal actor. He's a funny guy. He's very good at what he does. And in one of his interviews, he said how him and his brother make movies together, and they made this budget film, and it was completely garbage. Just not salvageable. And now, I mean, you might not know him by name, but he's been in a bunch of movies. He's made a bunch of movies, and he's very successful. And that was something that was Denzel was actually one of the people who was like, you know what, I think you got to do it yourself. And I was like, you're right. And now I spoke with my cast. Well, I'm the cast. I casted myself in it because make yourself famous. But I spoke with the crew, and they were all on board with trying it again, but moving in a different direction as far as director of photography goes, as well as the other half of the cast. Just because having a botch and all the flaws in it, it definitely it was something that it could be done better, and that was something that I think Ryan knew but was scared to tell me. Where he was just like, I mean, it's we could do this and that. I'm like, and then one day he's washing my car. I came home, he was washing my car, and I was like, what do you think about starting the bed you made completely over? And he was like, I think that's a great idea.
Low-key been thinking about it for 2 weeks.
So, but that was something that, I was naive at the time. And I think I approached things correctly. I just think I misread the situation with who I trusted to get it done.
And not for nothing, it's your baby. So you're always antsy to get it out because you want people to see it.
Well, we filmed it a year ago almost. And it's not done. Unfortunately, the DP/editor just, not to ever talk negatively about him and his craft. It's just for what I was expecting and my vision and my eye for it, it didn't match up, unfortunately.
Creative differences.
Yeah, and no hard feelings for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like there's no resentment, there's no anger. It's like, all right, you know what? Honestly, it's just going to take another 2 days to film. And that's it. That's all it's going to take. It's 2 days of filming. That's it. So rather than look at it like glass half empty, I'm like, glass half full. We're going to redo it. We're going to do it the right way. We've learned from the first time and, ready to do it again. And this is him about editing it,
And this is only going to make the projects that we do even better because we already learned. So now when I'm going to be like, So what's the vision for Mad Good? You guys sun festivals and film festivals and Oscars?
The goal is start small. There's a bunch of small film festivals that a lot of people might not necessarily know of, but that's how you get your name out there. I worked with a production company called Unit 11 Productions. They're a local Long Island company. They went, they're a bit older than me, but they went to my high school, and I got just connected with them. And I went on set of their most recent film just to observe, help out, do what I can. And I learned a lot. And they definitely did things the right way. They all had a lot of film experience. I learned a lot, but where was I going with that?
I don't know.
What did I start with?
Unit 11 production.
They all the
shit. I completely lost my train of thought.
No worries.
Well, that's fine. So you know what? I do have a question. Let's get into you two. Besides, Mad Good, let's get into Ryan and Marissa. So how did you two meet there? What happened? The people need to know.
I have to start the story because it's important that you know that I was on Bumble to fuck with people, ideally.
Right.
I swear on my life. I used to I would hit up people like, how hard you trying to ruin my life? You know what I mean? Just fuck with people. I never really hung out with people. I got some crazy funny stories about that, but
Suspect.
I came across this profile and I was like, okay, tattoos, cute face. Last pick was a dirt bike. And I was like, we spoke about my previous relationship in the last episode, and he rode dirt bikes, and that was a problem. And I was like, this, learned my lesson. And then I was like, that 0.01% of me was like, Abby's kind of cute. All right, you know what, whatever, swipe right. So we just started talking. He was like, what was the conversation? He was editing photos. And I was like, oh yeah, I feel you on that. I didn't know he was a photographer. And he got my number because he's like, oh, let's plan a shoot. What's your number? And I'm like, okay.
Boy. That man had no idea of shooting.
And I was finally like, you know, let me save your number because like we've been talking for a week. We were Snapchatting. And I was like,
girls love Snapchat these days, man. It's
you
like,
only used to talk to me via Snapchat.
You gotta have this like 3 different conversations with the same chick.
We weren't texting there. Whatever.
That's relationship thing. That's relationship etiquette. I got texting, Facebook, Instagram. Like you gotta do that.
This is the funny part of it is I asked him for his last name so I could save his number. You know, one of those neurotic people, first and last name in the iPhone. And he goes, we know each other. And I'm like, who? Like, who are you? He goes, you know, Ryan Eggers. Like, we follow each other on Instagram. And I'm like, no shit. Because this motherfucker doesn't post pictures of his face. So I'm like, I follow you, but I don't know what you look like. Like, when's the last time you posted a clear photo of your face on your Instagram? At that point was like, not since I followed you. So I was like, we were actually supposed to do a photo shoot together with our friend Skylar months back. And I flaked. I had work. And I knew of him, but I didn't know his last name when I first met him, and I didn't know his face by his Instagrams and his last name. So I was he thought the entire time that I knew who he was, that we were talking, and I had no idea.
Fucked up.
Yeah, bro, I'm talking to her the whole time.
Like, oh, this girl knows me. Bro. I'm like, who?
No, but listen though,
I saw her profile pop up, and I'm like,
okay,
I know who this is. I'll swipe right, and like I said, like I'm friends with Skylar, and I knew of Marissa not only through Instagram but through Skylar. So I'm like, yo, this chick definitely knows who I am, and she's like, what's your last name? I said, bro, we've been talking for like a week now, like. And
the whole time, I'm like, I didn't know who he was. Like,
so you got her number before Bumble, or Bumble was how you got her number?
Yeah, Bumble's how he got my. And I asked him that. I was like, bro, if you have me on Insta, why didn't you like hit me up? He's like, I don't know. What do you mean? Like,
but listen,
what if
my man had
on Bumble?
My man had zero intentions of doing that shoot. He wanted the digits. He just wanted those digits.
Yeah, that wasn't no real shoot.
That was real clever. He's like, yeah, you know I'm a photographer. You know, I like to do some this little thing. You know, my little thing. You're beautiful. I'd love to get you on a shoot. Oh my God, sounds great. Here's my number.
No, honestly though, the first
gotta be quicker than that.
I didn't even know if he liked me. I was like, I don't know if this motherfucker's trying to be my friend or like, you trying to fuck? Like, what is this about? Like, I don't know. Because
I have a way more conservative
He's
mindset,
respectful.
So.
He's respectful.
He did. Listen, me and Ryan used to talk about Marissa before I even knew who Marissa was.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we used to talk. He's like, so I met this girl Marissa. So I'm like, who's this bitch? You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, I was very protective of Ryan at this point because my man was going through it. So I was like, listen, we're not having that again. Like, we're gonna wham bam, thank you, ma'am type shit. All right, that's what we're doing today.
That's what I was looking for.
Oh, well.
And he moved in, so I don't know. That's just how it works.
Now he just lives with me.
Funny story is he moved in before we were dating. We lived together for a solid month before I was eventually like, so like, are you my boyfriend? And he's like, well, I live here. And I'm like, I didn't want to assume. Like, I don't.
I figured at that point when he moved in,
like,
it was.
But hold on, but like, he's like, or y'all like sharing the same bed, and you asked him this? Like he moved into like y'all have the same room, am I correct?
Yeah, he lives in this room, and we were not dating.
Facts.
Someone was getting all the perks, bro.
It was like,
listen, City Boys, we up. City Boys, we up. All right, City Boys, we up.
He was getting all the perks. My man was living with her, had a bed, had a nice, shower, do all that, and then didn't have any expectations.
I want to put that out there. I want to, say that respect to me for that, because bitches are crazy, and I was super cool, calm, and collected, and not like crazy about it. I was like, even the day that I told him like you could live here, I was like, I don't want you to think like that means we're dating. Like I was like, it doesn't mean you need to be my boyfriend.
I'd have been like, wait, what?
Yeah,
I'd have been mad perplexed at that. I'm like, wait, what?
I was forcing a situation. You know what I mean? Like, at the time, like living here was the best option for him, and I didn't want him to think like just because you lived here means like you're mine now. I mean, now
I would assume that though. Like y'all sleeping together. I mean, I'm sure y'all gonna, stay up late together. You know what I'm saying? So I would just kind of figure.
Yeah, I remember when I asked him, I was so nervous because I was like, we had only been talking April, May, 3 months, and I was like, I got stoned as fuck. I cleared out my side of the closet over here, and I was like, all right, when he comes home, I'm gonna offer it to him. And I was just like, so like, you can like live here if you like want. Like, cool.
He's like, what?
He's like, nice.
What?
He went and grabbed his garbage bag of clothes and moved it in.
It was a rough
like
time
that.
of my life, man, and like super thankful for her to come in the clutch like that, and really just provide me with a peace of mind at a time where my life was really upside down. So, but yeah, it was like a couple weeks in, and bro, it wasn't even coming from her, the pressure. It was all her cousins in her group Snapchat. They were like freaking out.
I just want to throw out there, I want to give a little shout out. My cousin's group Snapchat that I have is titled All Buttholes Are Equal, and I want to shout them out. And I just want to put that out there.
Some are.
There's a lot of contradicting conversations going on in that.
But I just want to let you know, some buttholes are bleached, so we're not all the same.
But they're all equal.
No one has a bigger butthole than anybody else. You're right.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And, so they were pressuring her, like, "Are you dating this kid? Like, he's just staying in your room, and like, you're not together. Like, blah blah blah. Like, just yapping away." And I'm like, I remember waking up one morning and she's like freaking out about all this group conversation.
They were coming over that night. And they were like, we're going to put him on the spot if you don't. And I was like, oh shit, I don't want that to happen.
She kind of
no disrespect. No disrespect. I could definitely understand where they're coming from. You see what I'm saying? Because like, if I had a female cousin and I had like the situation, I'm probably gonna roll up on her. I'm gonna roll up on her, like I'm gonna have a conversation with her, like, yo, son, what's going on? What's happening? Like, I don't want to see her face to face. Like, talk to me and explain it to me. Like, let me, like talk, like. And if she don't want to, then fuck it, because you grown in the day, so it really doesn't matter. Like, you know what I mean? But I just would be like interested. You see what I'm saying? So I see where they're coming from with it, though. To play devil's advocate for the interview.
For sure. So for her to prove to everyone,
I initially made a joke that I was going to ask him out like in the 3rd grade where you circle one.
Yeah, so
he's like, maybe.
A letter in bed right next to me and handed it to me. And I opened this loose leaf and I'm like, will you date me?
Are we dating?
Are we dating?
Yes, no, or maybe.
Yeah.
I would have crumpled it up and be like, get this stupid shit out of
me. I was like, my only option is yes, or else I'm facing heat tonight.
Oh, your only option was yes?
And I'm like,
let's get to it.
You're facing heat tonight.
I'm like, I'm going to circle that shit right now.
My man going to be out the streets tonight.
You're going to record this shit and send it to your group chat.
And
yeah, that was that.
And now look at me, happily ever after.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a year almost.
Definitely a unique story. I don't know too many people that move in together and they're not officially dating. So
No.
We are definitely not traditional, not conventional.
Look at me and old lady over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been how long? You know, so so keep that at that. But let's go into some more personal questions here. So you guys, what I want to do is I want to get a quick. We're gonna get into some more questions because we only got 7 minutes left, and then I'm gonna invite you to another one so we can do it real quick before my last.
So when are we gonna do So are we gonna do the fun ones later?
Yeah, we'll do fun after this one.
Ah.
Because we don't have enough time yet. It's only 8. It's only 7 minutes.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so
I'm just being a child because I want more.
I know. Yeah. So who made the move on the first kiss?
There's a whole story behind that because we hung out probably like 5 times and nothing had happened. And I remember texting my cousin by the 5th time we hung out. I said, "Man, if nothing happens tonight, that's it. I don't need no new friends." And he was.
So Marissa was thirsty. Marissa was just thirsty. She just wanted some dick.
I was like, by the 2nd time we hung out, I was like, "Oh, like you don't want to do nothing?" Like,
Ryan's like,
no. But I don't know.
Kiss on a cheek.
Yeah,
Did you say kiss her on the cheek? You fucking dick.
Oh,
Have a good night.
He was at my house and we were watching a movie and he looked at me and goes, Can I like lay with you? And I was like, yeah. I'm trying to do
why you making
do
my
you
man
see how she got him yoked up right now?
Yeah, why you making my man look like this?
Oh, it was the sweetest. I've never been treated that respectfully in my entire life. And I make fun of him for it, but really I'm grateful.
like real.
Speak your mind, right? Go ahead.
Right, you better defend yourself, man.
You guys look like a
She's wild.
I'm crazy.
I'm just, bro, I don't like I said, I always want to come off as respectful. So
yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still getting used to like my surroundings. Like, even though in her head it's like the 5th time we hung out, I'm like, I'm not thinking of it like that. I'm just like, oh, it's another time that we're chilling. And so
Marissa's trying to rip the clothes off, and Ryan's trying to sign the release form.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna ever force a situation. So
Marissa's like, can you just take your pants off? Ryan's like, wait. Sign here. Initial here.
I'm super grateful.
I need a picture of your ID.
He's like scanning it.
But looking back, I'm like grateful that like it did go that way, because like if it didn't, it would have been like anyone else. That it would have been like everyone, you know. And right. That point of being with someone long term is that it's unique, and it definitely was. So
and that speaks to the testament on him, on his character, because he could have easily, you were throwing that, he could have easily caught him like, all right, cool, but he was like, listen, I've been in situations like this before, and I want to be the ultimate gentleman with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing to get some. It ain't nothing. This shit's everywhere. But
I wish
like,
more people were like that, including myself.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, shit, we all got needs. We don't got needs. I'll be the first one to tell you, go get yours. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you always want to be respectful at the end of the day, especially, like, I'm with Ryan like that. Like, if I meet a girl for the first time or something like that, I'm like very, until we, like, kiss or something, then I'm like, oh, yeah, it's my bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that, like, with me and V, like, we kissed one time in like college, like one time. It was like some Disney shit. And then like later on in life, like when she came to our apartment, just I was like, yeah, she knows she's coming for. Yeah, you know what's going on. She knows the vibes. She knows the vibes. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it's so crazy that like you know, you always want to be respectful, but that little bit, like, it's like you're on the fence already, and you're just like, I just waiting for this approval, and then I'm gonna show her this dark side. You know what I'm saying? But y'all look like a couple to me that doesn't really care about anniversaries. Do you guys have an anniversary?
No, I don't know.
Oh, right.
I mean, like we
We
started.
didn't even know the first day that we were considered dating. I remember her aunt pressed us about it one time at like a family function. She was like, what do you mean you don't know like the day that we're dating?
And we looked back. We
had to like do some research, and we were like, oh, this day, I think. Like, but
that was like the first day we hung out.
I think
we looked up.
Well, wouldn't it be the day that Marissa wrote the note to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's probably at some point in July.
Yeah, July. So
I don't have an anniversary either, so I just make it up.
We started talking. I know we started talking like April 17th, and I only remember that because like I went out to dinner that night, and it's like on my like camera roll. I was like, oh, I remember that I started talking to him that night or something like that. So like I know it was like around that time, but we don't like celebrate like 1 year, two. Like we don't.
Yeah, I'm not like that either. I'm just like, I think it was hot outside, so
It was
say,
in the summer.
Yeah, summertime. Is it 3 years to 4 years? What are we doing?
I don't think it's important. Like I don't know. I feel like people put like such high precedence on certain things that I put more focus on other shit. I'm not worried about him remembering our anniversary and like planning something. Like I'd rather him just be a good person like all the time, and like we do our own special thing, and like whenever, like, you know, I don't think we need to celebrate love 1 day a year that we started dating, you know.
Right.
I think you align with that.
And this speaks to my Valentine's Day thing. I don't need 1 day to tell you I love you.
He bought me a Valentine's Day gift. He put it in my hand. I said, why did you get me something? I hate Valentine's Day. And it ended up being an Apple Watch, and I felt like the biggest piece of shit in the entire world. So I was like, I don't fucks with Valentine's Day.
He's like, oh, you don't? Oh, you don't? I'll take that.
Well, I'll have this.
No, thank you. I went into work and I told my
back.
coworkers, I was like, I'm literally the worst girlfriend to ever walk planet Earth because I was just so rude. Oh, no. Right before you gave it to me, I was like talking mad shit about Valentine's Day. And you're like, well, I got you a gift. I was like, oh.
But
I'm difficult.
yeah,
I'm difficult.
that to me was like, whatever, I'm gonna hold you down and get you something nice. Like, it wasn't like no sappy love letter or no like flowers or cliche shit. I was like, yo, you're starting a new job, like whatever, like here you go, like here's an Apple Watch, like it's gonna help you with you know, tracking your fitness and like stuff like that.
All right, so we're back from commercial break. Sponsors, thank you for dropping your ad and stuff here. We're back with Ryan and Marissa here, or Marissa and Ryan, depending on what time of day it is. So I got a quick question for y'all before we get into our game. So how is it, and what are the perks of dating a fellow creative?
It's so much fun.
And if there are cons, please list them.
Creative differences can definitely, you know,
Yeah.
ATD versus let's get it done.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. You know, we always have something creative to do.
You bounce ideas off each other and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. That's
Support
something
creative
that,
ideas.
I like to get opinions on ideas that I have. So definitely the first person I turn to if I have an idea, like, yo, how do you think this would work? Or if, you know, we're setting up a photo shoot with someone, like, you know, what location should we go to? What outfit? Like, so all that, having a second opinion helps because you can come to a conclusion for me a bit quicker than if I had to sit and dwell on it myself. I might take like fucking 45 minutes to figure some shit out. So you know, that's cool. But also just like she said, like just having things to do, like having the same interests. Like if I'm like, yo, let's go do a photo shoot, she's never like, no, I don't want to do that. She's like, yeah, let's do it. So that's,
You always have that companion.
yeah. And
A creative companion.
yeah, and then even like when we're on site, like whatever, shooting photos or whatever, like we have that live time of adjustments that we can help each other with. So like she could ask me a question. We both shoot Sony, so we have settings that we can bounce ideas off of each other. So
yeah, and just trying new things too, because he takes his photos a certain way, I take mine a certain way, and they both come out super different, but like it's still fun to do them together. Like, and we create independently as well, but creating together is, it's fun. Like it's and I also think when you both are creative and you have like a passion for art, it's a different connection.
Facts.
I mean, there's times we'll talk about movie ideas together and it gets deep, but I'm able to do that with him because he thinks the way that I do and I think the way that he does about like a lot of creative things. So
this is definitely going to pull on the heartstrings.
Speaking of thinking along the same wavelengths, we want to put y'all through a little bit of a game. Now, what we want to go down is we want you both to close your eyes, and then we're going to ask some questions, and then you both are either going to point at yourself or the other one, depending on what the question is.
All right.
So whoever the answer best to, that's what you point at. So Los, do we want to just go each opposite? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can. I'll start off.
I'm scared.
Okay.
Close them. Okay. Who farts in the middle of the night more?
The cat. Probably the cat. Yo, he'll take a shit in the middle of the night.
Hey, answer.
Okay.
All right. Who has the worst morning breath? Okay.
Who's louder in bed?
Who is the better photographer?
Whose manners are worse?
I don't even.
Who is messier?
Who is more expressive?
Who is more careless?
Who is more annoying?
Who cooks better?
Who takes longer showers?
Who has a shorter temper?
Points it at me a lot.
Who has a shorter temper?
And you guys are done.
And Ryan, there we go.
You're get pointed at me every time.
All right, I wasn't keeping count.
No, but
not really, actually.
But
he only did for the messier.
Because I pointed at myself.
Who's more expressive?
Expressive, I didn't know.
You.
Yeah. She pointed to you, though. I thought you were going to point to her.
Oh, okay.
Definitely the who farts in the middle of the night was definitely funny. Who's louder in bed? You guys both said yourself.
That shit was hilarious with the cat.
You said you were?
I didn't even know.
Like complaining about like I'm snoring too loud or something.
Bruh, sex louder in bed. Not snoring.
I was like, really? I was like, what are you saying? What are you screaming at her? Like, what are you Or
Oh, louder. Oh.
Going over the head, bro.
Oh God.
because you're such a respectable young man. That's why he wasn't even
Yeah,
thinking
he
that
was
realm.
thinking so innocently. He wasn't even thinking of it that way.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely loud. I would tell her to be quiet when she's in bed, not knowing when you're slapping uglies.
Oh man.
Who's louder? First of all, slapping uglies. Who create that
No.
phrase? Knocking boots.
You mean this?
Slapping uglies?
Oh God.
I don't know. That sounds like
It's
something.
all nonsense.
That sounds something Dean would say.
When you said who was messier, he pointed at me, right?
Yeah.
I won't disclose that information.
I can
Yeah, he pointed
wherever I want.
at you, but I've shot him down.
Wow, 6'9".
Even her mom gets testament to that. Like,
My bad, Takashi Dean. Damn.
I just like I'm a hurricane sometimes. I'm like I come, I drop everything and I leave, and then next thing you know there's like 3 pairs of shoes in the middle of the floor. Like it happens. And he looked at me one day, he's like,
Definitely
just
speak to
put your shoes away. And I'm like,
Yes.
no.
Yes. I can definitely speak from experience.
bro, I'm the type of person that
ATV.
literally everything that I own that is like my possession has a place,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it stays there
Well,
until I move it.
It must be great to be perfect.
Great, yeah. It's not great for my fucking brain. I don't control that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just like my natural like way I go about. Like So there's a lot of times where even though I am so fucking organized and like this has to be here and like it gets to be like stressful in my own fucking brain. But
Crazy.
I try and rub off on her as much as I can in that aspect. But she has picked up on it. Like
I have.
she definitely
I
has.
clean.
So
I clean
like
a lot.
it definitely has been working out. And
He's conditioning me.
yeah, we keep things considering, you know, our living space, we definitely keep it pretty clean. So
But I'm still messy.
messy, yeah. But
Well, you know, I think that people have gotten what they came for today. They've gotten to know the creator. I think that we've done a lot in this whole saga. We got to know Marissa. We got to know Ryan. We got to know both of them together. The backstory on their art and the creative and their love. And I'm happy that we saw this through because everybody knows Ryan from behind the camera. So this is like his first time. Well, second time. Well, actually third time. Third time probably in front of the camera.
I mean,
Let us not forget the Q-tip video.
Oh, the Q-tip skit was probably Ryan's debut, and
that's my
favorite video.
That's my screen like debut. So
it is.
Everyone that's watching this, go to Blacker the Berry's YouTube channel, and you're gonna want to watch the Q-tip video, aka the eargasm. The shit, bro. I watched that video still, and I fucking crack up laughing.
It's mad funny.
I don't even know how I made it through that performance, considering the type of personality I have. So,
he showed it to me, and I was like, "That's not you."
Yeah, because I literally, I don't know if I even strong-armed him. I was like, "You're gonna do it." He was like, "You're gonna do it. I need you to do it."
Yeah. So I couldn't back down when given the challenge, and that was a creative little video we came up with, and hopefully we could do more of those in the future, man. I'm
sure.
ready to kind of get back on our like weekly meetings and start.
You remember the skit that me, you, and Dean did, where he almost broke my arm?
The one with your sister.
Yeah.
Oh my god! That was at the end of like episode
3.
That was the season. Yeah.
It was at the because it tied in to the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was when I came behind the mailbox. Great days.
Yo, I'm saying we should kick it back and do some similar episodes in the future that give you guys kind of that raw platform again.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, I think you guys have progressed immensely over the past 2 years, and
thank you.
But
I am a villain. I am a villain. I am the nightmare of your child dreams.
I am Batman.
So
When they go to sleep, they think of me.
This guy wants to be a villain so bad.
I'm gonna write a character for you. I got you.
Can he kill and blow up stuff? I don't mind dying, but I just want to do it in a blaze of glory.
Yeah, 100%.
What villain died in a blaze of glory?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to be not an anti-hero, but a villain that goes out in a blaze of glory.
Okay. Not Killmonger. You want to be a villain.
Yep. I want to be a swerve. Like, you thought I was good, but I'm really not, which makes me even worse.
I can't. We'll make you like an evil genius.
No. It's not stretching a little bit.
Yeah. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Relative. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you wanted to write a role for me, you want to make like a, philanthropist, billionaire, playboy, that would be kind of great, That'd be something I could probably do easily. So,
easily.
If you were interested in that. But we got to go because I got to go live in about 10 minutes. And
we'll be there.
And bullshitting.
I will be there as well.
Yes, we'll continue the conversation also there. Dean, please do the honors.
I am Dean. That is the Madman Los. We had mad good flicks in the building. Ryan and Marissa and Ryan. Depends on whichever part of the day it is. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Their links are going to be in the bio below. Make sure you check us out. Please like, share, and subscribe to this motherfucker. Peace, love, and chicken. I'm out, bitches.
Gang, gang.
Wow. You didn't let me press pause.